Welcome in to another episode of Tyler Perry's Sistas Live After Show. Our Sisters Keeper, which a good sis you let her talk TV with, and
Your girl Allie Nick giving it to you when I give it to you, but always in the nick of time.
always in the nick of time. Child, we just in the nick of time tonight because we got a double feature which felt very much so like a mid kind of okay single feature. Had we consolidated, maybe we would actually be cooking with a little bit of gas tonight. But alas, we're here. Y'all, if you missed it, I did go live and do my live reactions as I was watching. It was the only way I was going to stay awake. I'm just going to tell you the truth. So many of y'all were here, but if you weren't, you can go back and check that out on the channel after we get off of here. Feel free to drop your ratings. I'm just telling y'all that because I'm already coming in hot. I done already called Andy. Nope, I ain't called her the trollop tonight, but I've been calling her a bimbo in my mind, and she's getting called every type of trollop tramp tonight. Drop your ratings. Allie, what did you think about the episode?
Jesus. I'm gonna give it a solid six, and that's because I'm giving each episode a three.
Ooh. So had y'all put together the episodes like you were supposed to, give me back the hour of my life because
Yes.
a strong 28 minutes of this was commercials.
Mm-hmm.
Clock that. Y'all would have had a six in y'all's hands. Y'all would have been doing all right. Y'all been hovering in the 3 to 4 range for the last 5 episodes. You would have had a six had you consolidated. You did not need 2 hours of our damn time to tell us what you decided to tell us. Y'all can feel free to rate separate episodes or put it together. It's up to you. Just let us know. Communicate it in the chat. Let me fix this to all. Pop it out.
What did you give it?
I mean, I had y'all to like talk to and entertain. So like I feel like, oh, you was engaged. I was only engaged because I was talking to y'all. It wasn't because they was doing any great work over there. Well, actually, for the really tapped in moments that we got with Cheeto and Chris, I might go ahead and give them a 6.5 just for them brothers. They both got a 3, and then 5.5 is for the actual episodes. Because I'm deducting hella points for the amount of time that y'all took from my life. But them two brothers,
Yes.
they was tapped in. They was tapped into they trifling. They was tapped into they
Yes.
sleazy. They was tapped into they got a plan. And they gonna work that plan. I ain't mad at it.
It was
Mrs.
like, this how grimy you want me to be? Bet. And when I say this became the Cheeto and Chris show,
A hundred
because
percent.
they were acting. Cheeto was acting this episode. He got the best performance. Definitely goes to him.
100%. Mrs. J. Foster said 4 for all. Kelly Hester Jones said a 6. Siobhan gave it a 5. Shakita gave it a 5. Okay. Well, we still up, y'all. We up from last week, so I guess that's progress. They just gotta take 2 hours of our lives to win, to gain 2 extra points. Okay, Just Danielle said that just she's brought nothing but drama to the firm and she should have been fired. Isn't Robin the boss? Andy knows how to talk crazy to folks when she knows they won't really hurt her. Ain't that the truth? Because when she really in danger, she can't muscle up no bark and or no bite. But then when somebody is harmless, then she want to get all rah rah. She need to go ahead. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. That need to be Andy. You about to lose your job, man, and you really should. I hope the more white men saw you slap that man. Tamby says still unrateable.
Yes.
Sam said, I don't give a damn if they took 2 hours of my damn time this time or the one. It's still unrateable. Off the 2000 hook gave it a
I
5.
think it's
MTR said a 6.5 or a 7. You just on the second episode, Jess? Lord. You fast forwarded through Danny and Sabrina. they storylines are just so uninteresting, and it's sad because even dare I say it, I shall. Even with an anxiety attack and or a heart attack, I am still uninterested. Maybe something wrong with me. Y'all tell me.
It's not you. It's not you. I'm gonna tell you before you even finish your sentences. It's not you because I watched that scene and I was just like, what's next? Like I don't care, and that's the bad part. Like when you know the main people, there's only certain people that I genuinely care about on the show, and it's like with Danny. Danny is so just wayward and unstable. Hot one minute, cold the next minute. You bring up therapy, but then you're mad at him for speaking. It was just. I said maybe this panic attack, anxiety attack will humble her to let her know that, cooking one meal every 6 months is not healthy. Drinking and smoking consistently like you do is not healthy. So maybe this will get her to look at herself or reevaluate her life. But something is telling me I'm giving her too much credit.
Ooh, clock that. Because we're going to have this moment where she tried to not vape, she tried to not drink, but then she still found herself triggered and then still ran to the things that she was using to cope. But those are the things that you were supposed to refuse yourself so that you can actually deal and you can actually feel. Like, that's the whole point. You being able to resist your vices when you are not triggered does not prove that they're not your vices and that you can actually handle it or whatever the hell you were trying to prove. In the moment that you are most triggered and you reach for that damn vape, that is when you were supposed to make the decision to not vape. That is the time that you make the decision to not drink. Like, Daniela, please. Please. And y'all give us this little dramatic moment and y'all think that that's supposed to do something, but I fear Allie is right. She's going to come out of this, realize it was just an anxiety attack, not a panic attack. Oh, I'm good. And go back, right back to what she was doing, including shitting on the
Yeah,
best partner that she has had thus far. Because he's the
because she
problem.
gonna blame him. He's gonna be the reason. He's the reason she had this attack. I already know. I can already see it. She's gonna blame him as to why this happened to her.
So I think
Hmm.
we should probably do that. That would probably help us move through this a little bit more efficiently. Are we talking about Daniela and what went down with her the 2 episodes? I feel like
Yes,
they could be very
we could.
quick because it wasn't.
It could be. It is. It's yeah. Hmm.
What's your thoughts on Danny?
I'm sick. I don't want to see Danny and Tony together anymore on my screen.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna happen, but I don't want to see it. My thoughts on Danny is I can appreciate the fact that it's been 5 years since we have been watching this show. And I think this is the first time we've ever seen Danny cook a meal. So I do want to
Mm-hmm.
give her props for that because I don't think she's ever cooked because she's never had any groceries. And I would give her credit for that. I was shocked. I really was. That shocked me. But as far as my thoughts on Danny and her and Tony going back and forth at this airport yet again as if they are two teenagers in heat is beyond disgusting at this point. It
Mm-hmm.
is beyond disgusting. Their relationship, and it's interesting because I remember the first live that we did when we came back from the break when we saw that Tony and Danny were in a relationship. And we gave Tony, so much credit for just having a stake in her mental capacity and how that was important to him and how he was maneuvering throughout this, fresh relationship. And now we go from that to their entire dynamic now is being consumed with nothing but sex. And it's nothing wrong with wanting to love your partner and express your love towards your partner in a sexual way. But damn it, y'all are at work.
Mm-hmm.
Tony, you are what is he? He's a owner,
VP.
whatever his position is. VP, yes, you're the vice president of an airline, and you literally are inappropriate at every opportunity that you get, even after you've been called out by an employee. Leonard to me, I know some people in the comments were like Leonard is like Paige. Leonard to me is very entertaining. because Paige was condescending, and yet I think Paige was ignorant in some ways. But Leonard is telling the God honest truth.
He is. He definitely
He's
is.
telling the God honest truth. And, well, he's privileged and he's this. No, he's calling your ass out. You're in the
Mm-hmm.
program because your boyfriend got you in there. It's not because of your work ethic. It's not because of what you've done on the job. You treat the job as if you don't want to be there. We see you come late, leave early. You don't have great work ethic, then you should not be in that program. You didn't get off your own merit, so he's not lying. And Tony them still doing the same thing. When we got to the house, no, I think she called Sabrina to talk her down. And I'm like, this dude ain't even really on the 10 with you. He's really giving you a 2 or 3. It ain't even that bad. You got to call Sabrina to talk you down. And I was with Sabrina. Sis, what you doing? Because you sound like you're boning. You
Hello.
sound like you're having sex. What are you doing? I said, okay. And then when we got to the apartment, I felt I felt like I was on that ride that just swings you left and right. Because I'm like, what are we doing? Where are we going? Writers, where are you taking me? Because I feel like I'm on a merry-go-round with this.
Mm-hmm.
I just want Tony to leave Danny alone at this point. For me, we've already known this and have always known this, but this more so just highlighted how much of a dark place Danny is in,
Mm-hmm.
how much help she really, really needs,
Mm-hmm.
and just how she has been, in my opinion, abusing the fact that she has Creature in her life. Because my thing is, yes, you made reference to her suggesting, like, are you using these things as vices to cope with your emotions? And I get that her bringing it up, but it's like at the same time, I don't know how to take Danny because I don't take her seriously, and I don't think she's taking the serious things in her life seriously enough for me to
At
really
all.
care anymore.
At all. It's you bring out your therapy speech or speak not when you are actually trying to be self-aware and speak to whatever you're currently going through and actually get in and around the trigger that's tied to whatever trauma and like actually in the moment do the work. You bring out your therapy speak when you are trying to manipulate those around you, specifically Tony, so we can't respect you for it. Like nobody is teaching you these new words just so that you can weaponize them and then hide behind them to avoid doing the actual work, baby girl. That's not how any of this works. And then when people clock you doing it because you are a deflector at its core, you then double down and victimize yourself further, making everybody else the big bad person who's clocking Danny's tea, but that means that they are judging her. They holding her down. Basically, they the goddamn oppressor. No, you are oppressing your damn self. The same way that Andrea Barnes is oppressing her damn self. Like, you hoes don't get to cry wolf no more because y'all asses are the wolves in your life. You're quite literally whooping your own ass, and then you looking around for the hands like, stop hitting me, bitch, you're hitting yourself. And we're tired of watching it. Sorry. They pissing me off
Girl,
though.
you ain't got to apologize.
They really pissing me off. It doesn't make no sense. And I think the more I think about how excited I was for the Danny Therapy storyline, the madder I get. You know?
I do, because that was my most. That's what I was looking forward to the most. What was that, season 7? That was a storyline that I was looking forward to the most when I saw that they were when we were getting the synopsis and we saw that Danny was going to therapy, and I was like, yes, I was so beyond any other storyline. That was the storyline that truly piqued my interest, but they literally played in our face and they played in Creature face too.
All for what? So that we can have Danny stand on some bullshit business. Have Danny stand on
Right.
continue unhealthy tendencies, problematic mindset, and stand not even in her mediocrity, because the whole is not even mediocre. Like, you ain't
She's
even
not.
at the damn bar. Like, I can't even fathom how far below you are of the bar.
That's a fact.
And this feels very, I mean, I guess everybody got friends, but it feels a little bit unrealistic to me because Danny's in such a place that I feel like she would be the perfect person to start to lose friends behind not getting through her shit. Because at some point, when you are in a group of homegirls, specifically black women, well-to-do women, yes, we're going to ride or die with our girlfriends the same way that we ride or die with our men. However, the same way that we realize sometimes we gotta die and go on with the men, we do that with the girls too. And sometimes you gotta let people go. Why are we also not? If they are committed to having Danny in this arrested development, specifically within this childish ass mentality and these toxic ass tropes that they want to keep her in, then why in the hell isn't the damn situation mirroring what the hell the consequences for that is? Like, the consequences for you deciding to never have no damn groceries is an unhealthy body. The consequences for you never taking your homegirl's aspirations seriously, whether it's for a family and a man or a damn promotion, is that's no longer your damn homegirl. The consequences for you coming to work late, you sleeping with the boss openly, you threatening to staple the head of your coworkers is your ass gets fired. Where are the consequences? Because at this point, I don't want to see Daniela no more unless there's consequences coming along with it. I don't actually want to see Zachary no more unless there's consequences coming along with it. And Andrea, she don't suffer enough of the consequences for her stupidity either. She be going through it, but not nearly as much as she should so that her ass would actually learn. If they not pulling the consequence train up, then we could go ahead and stop right here. Let's just end it.
I'm with you. I am with you all the way with everything you said, but I think that is so true. There has to be, and I think not even with Tony, because to me he hasn't put in enough time. There has to be some type of shift with Danny and the sisters. There has to be some type of loss. She has to feel it. Like losing Preston, that was nothing. Losing Tony, I do think that would affect her, but not in a way that would shift and cause a change in her life. But when you are attached to women who you say are your sisters, who you love more than anything, when that dynamic begins to change, it has no other way but to change you. When you feel like you're losing them, or where they're no longer of service to you,
Yeah.
and we have just been in a constant cycle of seeing certain characters not reaping what they sow. And it's like, okay, we're
Ever.
halfway in season 8. Yeah, halfway in season 8. There is no reason why we have really not seen these individuals deal with the consequences of their intentional decisions. It
Yeah.
has to change.
But then y'all are like dead set on having them do this stuff. So it's one of two things, right? Like, it's one of two things. You either show the real consequences that come from them making these active ass choices, or you stop having them choose to do dumb that would cause consequences. If you gonna have a character in some type of purgatory, then have they ass be very passive with it. It'll be a lot easier to ignore somebody just floating, moving nowhere, if they weren't aggressively doing things that would actually cause ripple effects. Have they ass tread water? You got all these damn characters violently swimming, including Sabrina's ass. She's the most passive of them all. But her obsession with the, oh my God, people can't have babies, but I'm going to be able to have a baby only for y'all to set up that richest swimmers don't swim. That just felt overly aggressive for the passive Sabrina character. And she, honestly, at this point, not that him not having swimmers is a consequence that she should suffer, but it is a good situation to put her in because, girl, shut up. Shut the hell up. That sounds so
Okay,
bad, but I really mean it.
girl,
So,
shut up. Oh my God.
Sabrina
But I
made me
feel
mad
you
because I
though.
like her, and it's just like you keep trying to make me not like you, and I want you to stop. My God.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Lord. Yeah. Sabrina, Jesus, ooh man. I said, baby, I understand. Like, don't get me wrong. Good penis will have you tripping. Like, I get it. When
Uh-huh.
you're getting it on the regular and it's attached to a body that you actually love. I get it, Sabrina. But it's the mere fact how you have become so consumed with this man that it baffles me. We ain't never heard you talk about playing not damn 1 second
N-
of basketball.
Not a one.
Now all of a sudden you a VIP, VIP MVP. You played in middle school and in high school.
All
Okay.
the schools.
You ain't been on no court in probably the past 20 years, yet you beat your boyfriend in a basketball game. I said, y'all can go to the third level of hell because no, ma'am,
With these
I don't
shenanigans.
believe that at all.
Y'all are all
I
full of
don't, yes, I do not believe it. Oh, so full of it. So full of it. Oh, they
it's
got on my
really
nerves.
wild. It's really, really, really wild. And honestly, I just use it as an excuse to be on Rich's neck because it's just so very interesting to me that the girl mentions in less than like 7 words an interest in basketball, and an hour and a half later you're at her job with a gift wrapped up and it's a basketball, and then you're setting a date for after work to play basketball. How many things has Sabrina talked about that she actually enjoyed? Like, you haven't heard her say anything else that she actually enjoyed, that you didn't actually give a about, that you couldn't invest your time and energy into, Negro. Don't think I ain't clock it, because while other people are probably equating this to the little love and basketball of it all, I'm clocking the fact that you only take interest in the that you're actually interested in when it comes to this girl, and it don't work like that. You done already told her ass she was desperate for your blanks, nigga. Cause we ain't getting off of that. She was desperate for your blanks. And then now you over here badgering her to come play basketball with you because you got big ass hoop dreams with your bald ass head. Absolutely not. Until Rich finds it in his goddamn heart, brain, or wherever the hell else he can find it to think outside of himself, how he feel, what he want, and all that he believes, and be a mutual partner in this relationship, I'm gonna stay on his goddamn neck because, sir, we ain't gonna be able to make it enough. And I'm glad she whooped your ass by accident. Cause you a clown. A clown? A clown. Hmm.
Bozo. And this is why you and I are here. Because as I'm watching the episode, he brings her to basketball. My mind immediately went to the previous episode when we found out how big of an Atlanta Hawks fan he is. Clock that. So, as you stated, you are only interested in the things that Sabrina is interested in if it's in your interest. I'm supposed to believe that you got that happy to find out that Sabrina played basketball in her childhood, that you went out and bought a ball, and you planned, as you stated, a date after she got off work to go shoot some hoops. Is there anything else that Sabrina has told you that she has an interest in? Because what I'm getting, even if she did, because it wasn't your interest, you didn't do nothing about it. It was like, oh, okay, thanks for the info.
Mm.
But when it interests you, you run out, you get whatever's necessary, whatever's needed. Because if she brought up having a family, oh, you quickly
Ooh.
pause that, stop that. And then we realized that was more than a pause. You ain't showing with nothing, sir. You
Mm.
on pause for real.
Mm.
You are automatic halt. You ain't producing jack. And I hope that's the
Nada.
case because I don't want my good sis to have a baby from you. From you, I really don't.
Nada.
I
I
don't.
told y'all the swimmers out here walking, can't even skip. Shakita, you
Oh
on one. They
my
are enjoying you in the chat.
god,
Keep it
you
up,
have
boo.
been on one this entire time from the live reactions to now. Yes,
Yes. Not the Timu, Bonnie, and Clyde. We gonna get to them.
baby.
We gonna get to them. Yes, Ellie. Yeah, we're here. We're probably going to forever be here. We're going to
Mhm.
forever be here because
Mhm.
we ain't letting up
Mhm.
on weak Negroes who think that they God's gift to
Mm-mm.
women. We gonna tell you if you God's gift to
No,
women. And newsflash, spoiler alert, y'all asses ain't
you
ever,
ain't it.
ever. Hell, Aaron ain't even God's gift to women. So how in the hell do y'all think y'all gonna measure up and be God's gift to? Oh, brother. You mean are not even
Mm-mm-mm.
Aaron Carter on his pettiest day, which was today, by the way. You Negroes aren't even Aaron Carter, and you walking around here like your nuts are just so heavy. Please.
Mhm.
Rich, nobody
Mhm.
needs no goddamn juice. It seems like you might need some juice. You need to get some strength in them swimmers, sir. Let's get you on a vitamin regimen. Maybe you need a drip. Hmm. And this is no shade to the men who are struggling with having kids because that is a very real struggle. This is 100% shade to Rich's ass because he decided to say out his mark ass mouth that Sabrina was desperate for his struggling ass sperm. So him and his
Okay.
struggling ass sperm ain't gonna never know peace as it comes to me. Let's get you on a drip. You need to go
Hmm.
to the hospital. We need to get you some vitamin C. What you need? Hmm.
Because desperate she never was. Because she already had someone waiting, I'm sure, to give her his healthy sperm. Didn't need yours.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Sabrina, when he goes down for his appointment, you set up an appointment so that you can go ahead and check and see if your other viable option is still viable. Because I think that Dominique's sperm are down there standing at attention, waiting to be deployed. It ain't even no. It ain't no problem. It ain't no problem. Dominique's sperm down there like it ain't no problem. Meanwhile, Riches need
I got
resuscitation.
you.
It's a give and let it go, sis. Let it go. You should have never attached your dream to the bald headed ass juice man. He was never gonna be
Hmm.
it. Mm-mm.
Ever.
I'm having too much
Ever.
fun. Too much fun ragging on raggedy ass Rich.
We got to because I need to find out where his ex wife at. We met Tony's. Where yours at?
Mmm. She
Why
probably
she left
happy
you?
with kids.
Lovely. Got a house full running around. I'm sure.
She probably living her best life. Ooh. I would love to see that though. Since they want to be introducing new characters out of no damn where. Where's Rich's
Okay.
ex-wife? Since we just pulling people out of our asses, Tyler. But
Mhm.
before we go there, we just gonna do a little roundup of the most insignificant and uninterested stories of the whole damn thing. We give Penelope yet another monologue this episode. We don't give a damn about her lack of memory. We don't give a damn about this medicine that she on. We don't give a damn about her potentially stabbing Gary. We don't give a damn about her not stabbing Gary. Hell, at this point, I don't give a damn if she is actually fucking Jordan. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what that lady do at all. At all. I don't want to see the lady no more. Like for real. I know I gotta see Daniela. I know I gotta see Sabrina, but I quite literally don't have to see Penelope. So why am I seeing Penelope?
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't care about her. I feel the same way. I don't have nothing to say about Penelope. She has literally said the same thing the last 3, 4 episodes about the blacking out, about the medicine, about she don't know. I'm like, girl,
We heard
we
you.
heard you in episode 7. You said the same thing. We heard you in episode 8. We heard you in episode 9 when you were still in the car with damn Jordan telling him the same story over and over and over again. And then tonight we got to see you with Detective Watt and okay, with Detective Watt who was so soft. I said, no, give her the same treatment you gave my girls. Why you not coming at her like you was coming at them? Why you ain't calling her names? Huh? Cause she crying? Cause she I don't know. But anyway, you telling him the same story we done heard since episode 7. I said, first of all, if y'all can't write fresh dialogue for Penelope, I'm gonna need you not to ever bring her back. We honestly, as you said, we don't need to see her. We did not need that moment with Jordan to show us that this police woman is drinking on the job. He was not needed in this episode either. I'm just like, what? And I think that was no. We saw him again later on, but I'm like, what was that? Y'all literally, quite frankly, I'm gonna just be honest. I was so pissed off in in both of these damn episodes because I'm like, we haven't seen Aaron in a month of Sundays, and then when y'all bring him back, y'all give us this bull crap, and we didn't see him again.
At all.
That's all we got. Erica, I was pissed. I didn't care about us. I was pissed the entire episode because where is Aaron? The injustice.
The
I
injustice,
feel like
child.
Martin Lawrence in a thin line between love and hate when he's coming out that damn police department and saw that Brandy took the damn wheels off his car. Where's the justice,
Where's the
officer?
justice?
Where's the freaking justice? Where is it? Because y'all playing in his face consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna get to Karen a little later when we get to that. But y'all been playing in his face. I don't care about Penelope. I do not care about Jordan. I don't believe that Penelope was the person that
At
stabbed him.
all.
Dude is at the wrong place at the wrong time. Jordan, I don't know what the hell we supposed to get from him being at that police station. It didn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Like I don't care about them, and that's the thing. So much time is being spent on characters that I could give two damns about. And the characters that I should have a feeling for, I no longer feel for them. I should have a feeling about Danny, and I don't. I should have certain feelings about Sabrina, and I don't. Because when you put them on our screen, you attaching them to bull crap that I have just checked out of. But yet you want me to have sympathy for Penelope and Jordan? Gives a damn. Don't nobody care about them. Don't nobody care about Tony. And don't nobody care about uh what's the one name?
Rich.
Rich. I feel like I feel like Tupac and these movie references keep coming to me. Juice. I don't give a about you. I don't give a about Steel. I don't give a about Raheem either. That's how I feel right now. I don't give a damn about these. Oh, God, help us, Lord. Help us. Because goodness gracious. I can't
I'm
take it,
with you,
girl.
Fred. I'm with you. I'm with you. So let's go to something
Oh
that
my
we
God.
do give a damn about. Let's go on to that, which is Karen Mods.
Yes.
I'll let you
Yes.
start. Go ahead, friend.
What was I? Where I want to start with Karen? Where do we begin with her? Oh, okay. When Zach shows up,
Don't clear your throat in my
I thought
mother's
that
salon.
she.
Don't do it. I would have
What
such.
happened?
I would have a list of rules. You want to be sending text messages? I got text messages for your ass. It's
Oh,
all the rules and all the things that you cannot do. Do not walk into my salon and clear your throat. I don't give a damn what's happening. Go ahead. Sorry, Ellie.
first of all, I'm okay. I'm gonna start right there. When I tell you, now I'm home watching this show. When it got to that part, I became so angry. I said, Alicia, baby, this is not real. But it was a real emotion
Mm-hmm.
that I felt in that moment because I'm like, Niglet, how dare you tell this woman what to do with her body and her child? Nothing to do with the safety of either, nothing to do with the well being of either. You didn't want or don't want Karen to breastfeed because you want you and Fatima to be able to get the baby as soon as possible. I almost said F word. Damn you and Fatima. This is my child. You are not going to police what I do to my child. And then it's a newborn. The only time my baby is coming out the house is when I got to take them to their doctor's appointment. They will not be staying at your house. It's gonna be a few months. Oh, so you and Fatima don't want to chill at my house? I don't give a damn. My babies won't be at yours.
Mm.
I guarantee that it's gonna be a few months. They're not coming to your house, so you're gonna come see them. You can spend time. I don't mind that. That part, oh, that angered me so badly because I'm like, Zach, how dare you? Like literally, how dare you? But yeah, that was
I mean, but
I was enraged in
it's
that moment.
It's not surprising at all. It is in line with Zach's
Mm-mm.
character. He is selfish. He is braggadocious. He wants things that he don't actually want to do the work for. So you want the experience of having this baby, but then you also are part of the reason why this is a broken home. So you're outside of the home in which the baby's going to arrive to. That's your fault. Then you talking about you want to be able to get the baby as soon as possible. Like you said, what about the baby's safety? Zach, like people will get on here and want to argue us down about how great of a dad Zach is. Where is the great parenting in the room? Because even as a parent, Zach looks at his child, Michael, his soon to be children, the twins, as possessions. He uses his ego in everything that he damn does. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I'm pissed with Fatima about enabling this behavior and not calling it out, because it never gets corrected. So it goes on to manifest in all of these other ways. The way that we are now running around town and cleaning up all Zach's messes, let him be mad and beat niggas' asses over here and do this over here, and it's all right, it's okay, he's misunderstood, he's just from the hood, his mama never loved him. That all of that now makes it so that he thinks it's okay to take a newborn from the damn breastfeeding mama where they belong, all because he wants to play daddy but not actually know what it takes to be a father. Y'all don't be catching it, or at least the ones who ain't on the same page with Allie and I don't be catching it. The overly critical people don't be catching it, because Erica's not on Zach's ass because she just can't stand Zach for no damn reason. Erica's on Zach's ass because Zach has the potential to be a great guy. He has the potential to be a great father, but he is constantly sidestepping the work that will take to do and be either of those things. And newsflash, it doesn't just happen, which is why there's so many little black kids running around the hood, running around the suburbs, and running around the spaces in between with childhood trauma. Because while your parents tried to be good people or was doing the best that they damn could, they weren't also doing the work that they needed to do to unpack bullshit that they had going on. And now you're in circumstances where you're triggered by this. Daniela want to drink and smoke all goddamn day and can't have no goddamn intimacy. Andy wants to be a pick-me and niggas gonna save her all the time. All of that is a manifestation of childhood trauma. And Zach is just sitting here waiting to unload some more on the Karen's kids. And out of my house, Karen Mott has done way too much work, has become much better of a woman, and she was already solid to damn begin with, for you to be the co-parent that's going to undo everything. So like Allie said, you can come and visit, you're going to be supervised, but don't get it twisted, little nigga.
Girl, baby, the the fact that this is a show, and I'm nervous for Zach to be alone with a newborn baby. Like, there is no way in hell I would trust, and I know he's the father, but there is no way I would trust Zach alone with a newborn child. And it would have took everything in me, but if I was Karen, especially when she showed up at their house, I would have told him, baby, you're not gonna do me like you did Heather, because that's the vibe I'm getting. You won't be taking my child. I'm sorry, and I'm not saying that Heather was the best parent, but I will always stand on this. Even what you said about Fatima, it was the fact that there was no help offered. The
Yep.
only conclusion Zach came to was, let me get him, let me take my child, take my baby. When my baby been with me for 3 years, and I just hated how the writers did that,
Yep.
because she was with her child for 3 years. Now all of a sudden she don't give a damn about him. Your child is worth $100,000. Like, they can forever kiss my ass with that. But it goes back to what you said. We don't have to see Zach do the work, and it's just so easy. Well, I'm gonna give you this little check here. I'm gonna take my son. What about going to parenting classes? What about you and Heather working through whatever issues you guys may have? And even with the whole Karen thing, and I think one thing that was powerful that you stated, that I think we should address, is that there are so many broken homes. A simple night of passion can lead to a broken home. And unfortunately, that's what we're seeing. And we're seeing Karen having two children. She's not romantically linked with either of the fathers. So there's gonna be this automatic separation before the children are even, brought into the world. And I'm not saying things happen, and I understand that. And the way I'm looking at, like, even with Fatima, to me it's more than just saying I'm a stepmom. It's more than just saying we're taking care of Michael. We don't get a chance to see that. We don't see the. I think we saw it one time when she came downstairs to study, and the house was a mess because Michael was playing with his toys. We don't get to see Zach be a father. We don't get to see what a stepmom in Fatima's eyes or perspective looks like. It's
Mm-hmm.
just, oh yeah, he's a great dad. No, I'm forever triggered by the fact that this Negro stated that nugget is two words because it has two syllables. You can't even teach and read to my child. Not after that comment. Nugget is two words. Well, technically, he said two words because it's two syllables. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I see. I would have to do
I
Dr.
see.
Seuss in. I would have to be the teacher in my home because you would not be teaching my child jack
At
after
all.
that statement. But but it's just like with Karen, I felt like in the beginning she handled the situation well with the Zach and the Aaron of it all. Now, if I
Ellie,
was
it
Aaron, I'm
was
sorry, Zach,
Ellie. It was
you wouldn't have
the
felt
her
Jack.
looking to Aaron when Zach asked if he could touch the belly for me. I said, "Oh, what do we have here?"
Yeah, yeah,
I don't like these little random ass switch ups without any kind of context or understanding of why her mentality has shifted. But you know what? By golly, Miss Molly, I'm glad we're here. Yeah, is it okay if he touches the belly? He talking about something. Why?
right.
Why you asking him? Cause that's about to be her man.
G-
Yeah.
Baby, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was thinking that's about to be her man, her man, her man. Period. And then for me, even though I still thought it was petty of Aaron, I understand why he went that way, saying what he said. And it go back to something you stated a little earlier about Zach. Zach talks down to almost everybody he encounters. And even though him and Aaron came to a truce last season, it's the mere fact everybody don't play like that. And there are certain men who would have went in your mouth, knocked the hell out of you, talking about what you asking him for a move. Who you talking to?
Who you talking
What you
to?
asking him for a move?
Because if you was asking Gary
So I'm
Borders,
like, to
mm,
baby, what
mm-mm.
Gary did, Gary put the gun on the desk. Shoot me. I said, baby, Gary crazy. That is a crazy one. And that was after Zach slapped him. Baby, I said, baby, you might want to walk out this door because Gary, mm-mm,
You
mm-mm.
know that
When
you can
somebody
try Aaron
hands
in
you the
this way,
pistol,
which is why you keep trying them. But like, let's be for
mm-hmm.
real, Zach. Let's be for real. What you asking him for? But let a man reach out and touch Fatima belly.
Ooh,
Yeah.
mm,
And that's the stuff that's like reinforcing how Zach will never know respect for me ever again. Because it's one thing for you to just be obtuse or ignorant and not actually know. But you know enough to set certain standards for you and your girl. But when it's not your girl, she's also your girl. And she don't need to check in. No, that's why I can't respect you. Mm-mm. Ain't gonna be able to do it. The baby
yeah.
said we sleep. I loved it. That was such one of the best choices they have made story wise this whole season. Let them babies not kick for Zachary Taylor's ass. Brilliant. Brilliant.
When I
Y'all
when
ate that
I
up.
say that tickled me, oh yes they did. That tickled me. That tickled me. And
They
Aaron
said we
and Karen
sleep.
trying her best. Move a little more. They kick the kick down a little bit, but they're not kicking. They're not kicking with them.
Mm-mm, we don't
They're not
like
kicking.
him. We don't like him. Mm-mm, mama. We ain't
The
gonna be able to
energy
do it.
completely shifted when his hands touched. We liked the first man.
Yes.
It was warm. It was coming. It was welcoming. When somebody else touched it, we good. We
Oh,
good.
it's nap time? Bet.
Hmm.
Well, look, Zach, you can make yourself useful. So you just need to be on the hotline every time they turn and Karen every which way but loose. She call you over and you silence the babies. Yeah,
Facts.
there we go.
You can work as a team.
Make you a little bit useful. Hmm.
You can work as a. Now I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't too happy about her showing up to their house initially. I wasn't too.
I
I
wasn't either. I was just
understand.
like, girl, why are we
I
here?
understand.
Why we
Yeah.
here?
But when I realized that Zach
Zach
was
crossed so
texting
many
her,
boundaries and this. Yeah, he was doing too much. Like, let me show you how this feel. Like, let me show you.
mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
My yeah, baby, you five you just send the text back to back to back to the point that she can't even respond to you. That's how many texts you're sending this woman. Calm down, relax. Like I understand you're excited, baby. The kids ain't even here. You talking about elementary schools? Elementary schools. I'm gonna need you to calm down. They gonna get here. We'll figure all that stuff out. Like we'll get there. But I thought she handled the situation well, and I think for me, and I definitely want to give a big up to this because I believe that the writers have done a great job with showing Karen's growth
Mm,
as a character when it comes to Fatima and when it comes to Zach. There have been many episodes, especially the latter part of this, before the mid-season finale, where she has made several comments about like the relationship with her and Zach is strictly platonic. That ship has sailed. There is nothing there. He's with Fatima. Like there is no possibility there. And I love the fact that even when she says it, it's not like a doubt. There's not a look that she gives that
mm-hmm.
makes us believe she's second guessing what she's saying. So I really and do love the fact that she's in this place. Excuse me. I do not like the term he's growing on me when it came to Aaron. I did not like that. Even if let's just say she said he's growing on me, I know that there's been a lot of things going on, but I can't deny something other than he's growing on me. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't like that. For me, what we have seen of their relationship, their dynamics, is the moment he entered into her life. It's been a whole lot more depth than him just growing on her. Like I
Mm-hmm.
didn't like that terminology.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I
didn't.
said it in
But
my
even
live
her
reaction. I'm
agreeing to
like,
go to
bro,
dinner with him,
fungus grows. What are we talking about?
yeah, yeah.
Fungus
But I was like,
grows
even
on
her
things.
agreeing to go to
Parasites
dinner with
grow
him
on things. Like he's not. He's giving you space. He's
either.
giving. He's been very patient. It's giving much more than he's grown on you. You have realized that you fell down and bumped your head. You are and now in your third trimester, so the hormones you got a little handle on the hormones, and now you realizing what's what. Let's say that. Let's say that.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. And I was looking forward to seeing her and Aaron go to dinner because it's just been so damn long. I think the last time we saw them go to damn dinner, that's when he got in the fight with Zach, if I'm not mistaken. But I
Yes.
was just glad that she
Zach
agreed
came in
to
there
it.
like the hooligan that he is, disrupting things,
Girl,
abusing a woman, and then getting into a fight with said man who was protecting the honor of said woman.
okay. But you want to halfway put your brother in the ground for what he did to Fatima, but that's a whole nother story. Um, I was looking forward to it. I said, Lord, she just had to go and label. She
Ain't
just had
the
to go. The
duplex
water had to break.
alley?
I know,
Ain't that
I
dusty
know.
ass
With of all people,
duplex?
with Zach and Fatima, I said it would have been great if she was at dinner with Aaron and all of a sudden her water breaks. Oh, I would have loved it. I
Yes.
would have lived for it.
Yes.
But at this one room apartment, I'm not here for it.
With these two, with Tweety
I'm
being
not here
too
for it.
dumb. Real quick, before we even go into that, because I want to talk about I enjoyed the moments that they gave us with Fatima and Karen, but I don't like the slight edge they still give Fatima, and like she retains the right to still switch up if she wants to. Karen got to keep it cute. Got to let Fatima know as soon as she calls. Oh, Zach was here. I don't want no problem. Da 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 da. But Fatima can assume the worst. Can Karen can pop up, and then now it's automatically on site. Yes, she did have Karen's back to certain regards, but in that preview, it looked like um, it was a little bit smart stuff, which is also what made the little motion happen for the baby. They're like, now you talking to my mama. Maybe I need to whip your ass because we around the man I don't even like. So now that I got to come out and beat this woman's ass, now the baby's coming, all because Fatima retains the right to still get smart. No, if we both throwing up the white flag, we both need to throw up the white flag. And even if that means that we watch her swallow whatever it is that she wants to say, she needs to swallow it. Because don't have Karen moving too humble because she wasn't 100% wrong in the things that went down. She played her part. She had her reactions, but Fatima's ass is not innocent. Still ain't.
No, no. And I didn't like I didn't like the bass she had in her voice for that brief moment when Karen showed up. Like I
Mm-hmm.
understand she came unannounced. Like I get that she's unannounced. You know, are the babies okay? Yeah, okay. So why are you here? Like it was a complete. And I said, oh, not that we here, because if she's here, there has to be a reason why she said y'all are
Right.
not. Y'all cool. Everything is being, compensated between the two of you guys. There's no beef. As she said, I came for that. Like, why are you texting the phone like that? Like, I didn't like that part, but it goes back, and I thought about that as I was watching. I'm like, Karen has never cowered to Fatima. And I just wanted to be known that she's going to be in this place. She's doing it, one, to keep her peace, to keep her sanity, to be calm because she's carrying children. And it's not because she's trying to cater to Fatima.
Or she's scared of
Like,
her because
let's
we ain't
not,
never been scared,
or
ho.
she, not ever, not ever. Nah. So I'm like, long as we keep it cute
That's
and don't go in that direction, because I'm gonna cuss the writers. I'm gonna cuss you out if you do it, because it's not on brand for Karen. She ain't afraid of anybody
and
when
if
it comes to that.
we
So we're not gonna have her do that with Fatima.
yeah, and if we're so pissed or we're so irritated about pop-ups and showing up unannounced, when are we going to revoke Zach's get around Atlanta free card? He shows up at the salon. He shows up at Karen's house. He might show up at Miss Lisa's house for all we goddamn know. He show up at Danny's house. He
Mm.
show up at Sabrina's house if need. He shows up wherever the hell he wants to show up. And if you were ready to go into the damn purse because Karen popped up, I get it could be a little bit triggering, I suppose. But like she said, y'all have a unique situation. You better find some grace and some patience because you finna marry a damn child that you just insisted on marry. And this damn child will pop up at Karen's apartment anytime he damn well please. So I believe, even though I don't want Karen at that dusty ass duplex, I believe y'all need to keep that same damn energy. If Zach gets a free goddamn card to show up at her house, he can show up at y'all. She can show up at y'all's house. Not too much,
No
Fatima.
fact. That's a fact. I'm with you. I'm with you all the way on that one.
Not these people are really mad because Fatima got Zach.
These people really mad because Fatima got.
I think that's
Woo!
one of the funniest comments of the night.
That is
Oh.
hilarious, baby. Who's mad? First of all, you should, because I'm going to go ahead and just say that based on that comment, you are a Fatima and Zach writer, which is fine. But if that is the case, you should be mad that Fatima really got Zach. That is the
You
thing.
know
You
what?
should be
All
mad.
I'm gonna say moving
Zach
forward
is
is
not.
thank you for your service, Fatima. No other great black women have to suffer at the hands of this dusty dick Negro. Thank you, Fatima, for your service.
I just don't be understanding what people see. And MDR, and I'm not trying to be funny or come at you crazy, but you just said Karen, the one, was desperate and begging for Zach and mad that Zach changed it up for Fatima. What did Zach change? Zach has
He
disrespected
don't
Fatima
got a
so many times. He has called her out her name so many times. He's disrespected her mother by calling her the B word as well.
job.
I'm not sure what we are watching
What has he
or what we are
changed?
talking about changing it up.
Other than
Change?
his
He
draws.
came into money.
But then still don't got
I don't
enough
I
of
don't
it
get it.
and don't have no job, so he ain't gonna be able to
No.
keep it.
He,
He's not smarter. He's
no.
not more emotionally intelligent. He's not a better communicator. He's not even a good partner.
And the show keep, even though they be giving Zach like big ups, they still continue to show us how dumb he is, because this nigga telling me something, he wanna go into a private eye. Baby, you can't. Why? Zach, you served time. You want to be a private investigator because you follow Hayden around for 3 minutes? Like, I can't. I don't understand it. And like I said, I'm not coming at
We
you
mad
because I
Fatima
do
got
enjoy. I do
Zach.
enjoy. Like I do enjoy hearing people's different perspectives. But I'm like, let's be for real though.
Oh my god.
Like let's be for real.
Mad
Just saying.
Fatima got Zach. I think that just liberated any desire I actually have for Fatima to have an equally yoked partner. Fatima, you have exactly who your people want you to have, girl. Enjoy your
Yes.
suffering.
What Cameron told her? Baby, enjoy it. Because she knew it was coming. She knew it was coming, honey.
We mad.
Hmm.
Ooh. Ooh, we mad.
We mad.
Mm.
Because Fatima really got Zach. I
Fatima got
really hope you're under
Zach.
the age
I
of
feel
18.
like they are really wanting
I
to say
hope you're
Fatima
under the age of
won Zach. Because Zach is the prize.
18. Mm-mm.
Oh my God.
Mm-mm.
Imagine somebody being mad at their favorite character dodged a bullet and no longer has to take care of or is finding herself hopelessly in love with the liability. Imagine.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Okay.
quiet as kept. Sometimes I think Zach is mad that Fatima has him. I'm gonna just say it.
Allie!
Sometimes I think he mad
Allie!
Fatima got him.
Because what is these looks? What is the moment of Aaron having this connective moment and you still looking at her like she belongs to you? What is that
Mm-hmm.
about? Hmm. What is the you know you talking to me and then the ease in the shoulders? What is that about?
Okay. Because he could have easily said, you know what, Karen, I'll say welcome, blah, blah, blah. The moment she said, you're talking to me, right? As you stated that he dropped that bravado, he dropped that ego. This is what it is. Seeing, the baby's kick for Aaron. There's some of that, but you walked in, the moment that you saw Aaron touching Karen, it was written all over your face. You want Karen to be cool with the fact that you're with Fatima. But yet, anytime Aaron is around, yet anytime she's in his presence or they look like they're in a romantic or intimate moment, you always have something to say. And even though I don't like this moment, before they had sex in her office slash closet, when Aaron was at the salon and Aaron was getting ready to leave, she said, "Okay, I'll see you later at home." And Zach was like, "Home? Yeah, home. Don't you go home to Fatima every night? Why Karen can't have somebody at her place that they call home?" It's always something. It's
Uh-huh.
always, and I think, and sadly, I think it's gonna probably always be something
Yeah.
until we really deal with the issue at hand.
Yeah.
What is it? Mm-hmm. All right.
That part. But no baby,
So
not mad. Fatima got him. Mm-mm.
yeah, we're definitely not mad.
Ooh,
Mm-mm.
child. Okay, where were we at? Where were we at?
Girl, that's a good question.
I like
We
the
was
season
talking
that we
about
walking
Karen.
into. I like the season that we walking into with Karen
Yes.
softening for Aaron. I think that she's gonna actually want this man. I love what's coming, which I hope is coming. I don't know because I don't know these goddamn writers for. I don't know them. But I believe Aaron is either moving in or he's going to buy her a house. But regardless, he's not going to be away from the kids. So Karen's going to have to make room in that damn apartment for Aaron's ass to be there once the babies are born, or y'all are moving into a brand new house. Those are the only two options, Karen. And I don't give a damn if he gives you that ultimatum. I really don't. I really don't. I don't give a damn if he puts his foot down this one time as it pertains to this. Y'all was mad about the damn stroller. I already knew that a house was coming. So I'm not finna fight over these small potatoes, and I'm damn sure not gonna fight over the big ones. You gonna let this man set up a cot in the living room, or you gonna and get out, and let's go to the new house. All of which is still not that dusty ass
Mm.
duplex. All of which is going to continue to ruffle Zach's little bird ass feathers. Because birds of a feather flock together. Him and his little bird ass girl. His feathers are going to be thoroughly ruffled, knowing that Aaron is having access to them kids 24/7. Because he's also going to go on paternal leave. Because he's that. But you don't have no job any goddamn way, but you was gonna find ways to not actually be around. I can't wait. I'm excited. And then hopefully just lulls them into a little relationship, lulls them into a little engagement, and Karen lives happily ever after with her goddamn family and a once in a while pain in the ass co-parent. Love it.
Yeah, that's what I see too, and I think that's where it's gonna be like the drama. Because someone had asked me like, where do I see the drama going? And my response was, well, I think Karen and Aaron are going to be together, and the fact that he is there with Zach's child as well as his, that's where the drama is gonna come in
Yep.
because Zach is not gonna have the same. Excuse me, he's not gonna have the same time with the child. Well, Karen, not your woman, sir. Sorry, not sorry, but she's not.
And if we
And
want to
Aaron is going to
add,
reap the benefit.
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, 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 you good. Mm-mm.
And if we want to add to it, when we going to make Zach get a job? Because we're not getting the money back that Gary stole. He only got a certain amount. He no longer wants to be in business with Bryce. When are we running out the funds? Because once he has to go back to work and Fatima has to go back to work, now you have a valid reason why you actually can't be there. And you need to
Yeah.
take your ass back to work. And no, you're not going to go be no CEO of no Fortune 500 company. You ain't going to be no COO. You ain't going to be no CFO. You damn sure probably need to go back down to the airport. But you know, that's just me. Maybe you ain't handling bags and driving a cart no more. But what else can you do, Zachary? Mm.
Just so
Demetria.
sick of-
Oh, go ahead, Ellie. Go ahead.
No, I just saw the comment too. I'm just so sick and tired of him. Anytime, baby, what you doing? Nothing. Just got home. Oh, where you at? Just got home. Where you leaving it? Oh, just got home. I just woke up. I ain't got nothing to do. A man who ain't got nothing to do is a problem for me. And it's always I ain't got nothing to do. I'm not doing nothing. I just woke up. Oh, I'm home. Oh, I'm home. I said, baby Fatima. And every time Fatima asks those questions, where is she? The job, the job, the job. I'm gonna need you to have a standard, Fatima, because Zach ain't bringing in no money. He's losing money. He's not bringing in any money. You are the breadwinner to a man who bought you your dream car. They relationship so ass backwards. It's so ass backwards.
I'm like literally about to be wheezing, y'all. I'm literally about to be wheezing. Um, I'm going back to the Demetria comment because this is also something that has come up in the comment section before, and I think this is a good time, I guess, to
Yes.
address it. I personally am very, very uncomfortable with the conversations around miscarriages, not necessarily so much as of abortions because that's like a choice, but like that level of trauma happened to women specifically as it comes to kids. I personally am not going to put that prediction out here. I don't think it should happen. I don't want it to happen. I think that Karen's character has suffered a lot. It has suffered the most, and I think that would be really fucked up for the writers to do that to her. However, I'm starting to see that a lot, and I fear that a lot of y'all are seeing that on another channel that is perpetuated by a raging misogynist, a raging sexist, a person who creates content around this same show but doesn't actually like women, let alone black women. And I will caution you guys from taking in said content and then regurgitating it in other spaces because I don't think, Demetria, you have been here for quite a while, so I hope you're not taking this like I'm coming for you. It's not. You just, the jumping off point because you brought it up that I can actually speak to it. I'm not predicting Karen lose these kids. And I'm not necessarily saying that anybody who is saying that is mean or trifling or whatever. But my first thought is not good ones when those are the predictions that come in, specifically because of how the Karen character has been handled, not only by the writers but also by the audience of this show. And I can't imagine wishing that on any woman, fictional or not. You know, talking about sometimes women water break, but they have the baby later. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's my bad. I guess I read it wrong. I have been getting some comments lately, and I literally talked to Allie earlier this week. Like, so I want to delete these
Yeah.
comments, Allie, and maybe you could provide better context, friend, because of how did you take in like when I hit you up about it, and yeah.
No, I understood because when Karen first announced it, when they first announced that the character of Karen was pregnant, the amount of just raggedy ass comments that were showing up in my comment section. And I knew where they were coming from. They were coming from another reviewer who was saying to me some of the most vile things you could say about a woman who was carrying life. And even though it is a fictitious character, I am super sensitive to women who are in our comment section who have lost children,
Hmm.
who have had traumatic, situations, and we don't know what people have dealt with. I have a situation, that an experience that I've had. So it's certain things that I do not condone on my channel that I will delete the message. And so when Erica hit me up, the only reason why I was like I wouldn't delete the message is because I know she asked for people's feedback about something that you either posted or something that was stated in your video. But when I feel like they are malicious and when I feel like they are coming from a negative place, I will delete the comment. But just like with Erica, sometimes it's hard to even find the placement in that because so many people just despise the character of Karen. And
Mm-hmm.
I just hope she loses this baby. I hope she loses Zach's baby. And I hope, and it's like,
Y'all would
why
not
do
guess some
you
of the stuff that
say
people have
that?
said.
It's horrible.
And
It's absolutely
I hit
horrible.
Allie up like early this week because I posted my synopsis for breakdown for episode 12, and it says that Karen and Danny suffer like some type of something fatal could potentially happen, like some type of potential fatality. And then one of the comments came back and said she's going to have a stillborn, and then something else happens to the other kid, and I was just like, Allie, I immediately want to delete this comment, but would I be wrong for that? Because so many people think that I'm just running around here, which technically I guess this would be a dictatorship because I don't take a lot of people's shit anymore. But I do try to be thoughtful in how I'm fostering conversation, and I want to leave space for people who are trying to actually add to the conversation and actually, discuss potential things. And I don't even know if there's a way that you can discuss this and it feel not how it feels.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's one of those things where, and like even when I was, when me and Erica was talking back and forth, my thing was, this unfortunately that is something that does happen, and particularly with this show, we know who we're kind of dealing with the writer, so it is a possibility that they could do something like that. My hope would be that if something did arise, that people would be respectful discussing that. And sadly for Erica and I, because we are two of the reviewers who don't drag Karen to hell and stuff like that, we do get a lot of the, I guess, the hate talk, or people coming into the live just trying to be a distraction by saying certain things. And there's definitely nothing wrong with you liking the character of Zach and liking the character of Fatima, but you can like them without bashing Karen.
Yeah.
You can like them without wishing bad on Karen or her children. Even with the whole thing with Fatima, I've never wished bad on her ever. My whole
Yeah.
thing is I want the chick. I want her to do better. I feel like Zach is a why the hell are you with him type of
Mm-hmm.
situation, and this is like that's always been my thing with Fatima. I just felt like Fatima just she presented her what's the word that people say she presented her best representative, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not who she is. It's just not who she is, and her being with Zach is truly a downgrade.
Yeah.
Um, what I'm saying,
And
so
even
that's how
with
that's
that,
how I
like,
see it.
we're in a season of not being fans of Fatima's character. Well, you ain't never been a fan of her character, but like I'm now arriving at that place, and y'all have yet to hear us speak ill about this damn baby she carrying. Like I'm not trying to tell her to lose this baby, and
Facts.
she honestly, there is something to be said about it. There is content that could be made because she has chosen to have an abortion at an earlier age, and like there could be
Mhm.
complications X, Y, and Z. But I just don't want to do that because why? Like to me, that just it feels weird. It feels it feels OD and kind of disrespectful. Now, again, Dimitri, I'm not saying that you were saying that, and I definitely read your comment wrong because you're saying that maybe the baby, the water breaks, but they still have to hold it in there because it's not time or whatever. That definitely does happen too. I
Yeah,
immediately went to comments
yeah,
that I have been receiving and starting to receive even more lately about people like, oh yeah, her babies are gonna die, and it's just like, oh my god, y'all, please. So don't
yeah,
anybody see this in Demetria, just know I know that's not what you're talking about now. Thank you for the clarity. It's always good for y'all to actually give additional context too. Because when you say, well, are you sure she's going to have these babies? It's just like, well, you kind of have
yeah,
to have them. Like, they can't stay there
yeah,
forever. They cannot stay there
yeah.
forever.
Especially with the kind of comments that we get surrounding Karen's character. Like it's wild that this show has been on for 5 years, and the things that people will comment or message, us about is wild. Sometimes they do get deleted, so you guys never see it.
Yeah.
But it's wild out here in these streets, man. It's wild out here in these sister streets. If you're not, super down to suck Zach penis and you know rooting for Fatima. I just feel like for me, and I know I do get a lot of backlash and people think I don't like Fatima. I just don't like the fact that every other character can be talked about. Every other character can be given like what I like about this character, what I don't. But the moment you say something about the character of Fatima, it's like, oh, you can't say that about her. And it's like, what, who the hell is Fatima?
Yeah.
You ain't even one of the starting four. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say whatever the hell I want to say about you. We shred the starting four when we need to.
Hello. Hello.
So no, she don't get no special treatment over here.
Hello. I haven't got off of Daniela's ass in 2 seasons. 2 whole
Yeah,
seasons.
it's still F Danny, panic attack and all. Shoot.
uh okay. Now where we at, child?
Yeah, what we want to go to? Okay, we got Sabrina Danny. We talked about Karen. You want to go to Come on
Wait,
Barbie, let's go party?
before we leave Karen, right?
Okay.
Before we leave Karen, because we have her on the humble, we have her with her mind just fully clear. Like sis is just looking good, moving good, not getting too riled up, but having a certain response because Hayden down there at the damn law firm tripping. At what
Oh,
point do we have the paralegal going through contracts with clients? Yeah, I'm not done. Because I get that y'all love Fatima, but please, what are you doing here? The lawyer who is actually supposed to be responsible for this, who passed this off to you as some little busy work to look over, you call the clients in and have a whole ass meeting because you thought that would be. They have to put Fatima in her place, and I hate using that particular term because I know it gets used often within this fandom in a derogatory way. But there is a lane that she is in, and she is not working the proper channels to get where she wants, and I don't appreciate it. It's not doing anything for her actual character. In one space, you got her bending over backwards, enabling this childlike ass man clean up all his damn messes, putting out all of his damn fires. So you see the amount of effort, the amount of work, the amount of self-awareness or awareness of personhood that she can cultivate outside of herself. But then when it comes to herself, it's big bad Tima from the West, and she gets to run all up in the muck through the multi-million-dollar law firm as the paralegal who is still failing law school, doing whatever the hell she wants to do, whenever the hell she wants to do it. And I'm not even coming for her intellect, because I'm not saying that she's not a smart girl or she couldn't be a smart girl, and maybe she is capable. But also, girl, move with some humility tied to the position that you're in. Nobody comes in as the assistant pretending like they the goddamn boss and then calling up clients like they the goddamn boss. What is wrong with you? Yes, she is an asset to Pam and Karen. Yes, she talked Hayden down, but I don't like how they pit Fatima against Hayden while she's still doing things that she should not be doing, moving in ways that she should not be moving. So the audience is natural to like, yeah, Fatima, go, because Hayden is bad, but this hoe is bad too. She not doing what she's supposed to do. In any other place, her ass would be fired, honestly. If there wasn't a bias to the Fatima character, her ass would have been fired 4 times over.
Yes, I agree. Because I was, when the scene first came on, she was like, we're discussing, we're going to go over like the first part of the contract before they even showed Hayden. I said, where's Hayden? I understand Fatima's position quite well. And this is not anything that is in your wheelhouse to do, ma'am. You are a paralegal. You do not look over contracts, the signing of contracts, going over contracts. And the fact that when Hayden came in, she thought she was going to be handling this by herself. In what world? In what world? Now, I will say, I think Karen handled herself very well because Hayden, my God. And then the thing that gets me is I don't know about Pam, but you are talking about an educated woman with a degree, and you have the audacity to the ghetto, they low down. It was seemed too much for
The
Hayden. Like I
anti-blackness
understand.
was just so heavy. He had that shit
Oh
turned
my
up to the
God.
max. I said, wow. All right, Hayden. But you still sleep with black women. You have wifed up a prostitute, honey. But you down here at the damn
Straight
law
up.
firm calling everybody ghetto as hell. Ratchet and riches. What?
Girl. I said Hayden, Hayden, Hayden. But yes, it goes back to the Fatima can do whatever she wants to do when it comes to this particular
Show.
situation here. But yeah, it's just a very interesting dynamic. Um, it's just a very interesting
And
dynamic.
it's not realistic, and it's not gonna serve her when she does finally make it through law school, because I do believe they love her so much, so they're gonna have her get her degree, right? um it's not going to feel earned the same way that I cannot really rejoice in some of the good things that happen to Zax because he doesn't work for them. They get handed to him. So it's just like whatever. She becomes a
That's how
lawyer
I
at this
feel.
damn law firm. Okay, great. We got another damn Andy coming in here looking cute, ain't doing no damn work. Surprise, surprise. Can we at least get a black hoe down here that do the work? Can we get Maxine Shaw down here to balance out the two goddamn
Oh my
legally
God.
blondes?
Yes, Lord.
Okay, now we can move on. But I don't want to go to Andrea because she's just
Lord,
so
Lord. Come on,
stressful.
girl. Let's go to come on, Barbie. Let's go party. Cause baby, that pink was pinking.
It was so
Okay.
cute. Andy is so cute. She is just so cute, and that's about it. Ellie, that's about like she has all this indignant ass rage for Robin, both episodes, but Penelope can come in here and rock
Yeah.
bottom you through your dining room table, and you still letting them come up to the penthouse 2 days later, or not even 2 days later, 6 hours later, and offering to
Yes,
help,
ma'am.
getting pro bono services. The woman backslapped you damn near out the penthouse window, and you still sat up there and said, but please. But Robin gets all of your venom and animosity. Robin is the second coming of Gary. Robin is the beige borders. Penelope
Well, I
right
like that.
there. Penelope is right there. I can't take
Yeah.
Andre Bond seriously. Like, I can't ever take her seriously. Even when I try, it just.
You just can't. Because I even think about the second trip that Penelope and Jordan made to her penthouse, and the fact that when they came from off the elevator, Andy was slowly walking away from them around that table,
She
just in
ran her
case
ass over
Penelope
to the other
decided to
side of that
swing
table.
again. Yes, she sure did. And I'm like, but you all up in Robin's face, And not only that, you slapped him. And I don't want to hear nothing you got to say in your lying mouth. I said, first of all, Andy, um, this is the person who owns the law firm. And then to tell him good luck running this firm into the ground as if you were the one upholding the firm. Ma'am,
And it's
it's getting to the point that
his.
Andy is not even a mediocre lawyer.
It's his damn
You're not
law
even a
firm. So
mediocre
if he
lawyer.
chooses to do that, then he chooses to do that. Like, girl, what are you talking about? I'm trying to find the name of the guy uh who plays Robin. Because we gave Chris and Cheeto they things, but when Robin be looking at Andy intently, mm,
Austin Scott.
Austin, you also were tapped in, sir. You was tapped in. That little side look he be giving her. Andy, you do not melt when this man is staring at you intently from the side in perplexed in eye area because he don't understand why you saying the things that you're saying to him. You don't fall weak in the knees as he's towering over you in all of his yummy goodness. But you find no oomph, no gravitas, no nothing to go head up with Penelope's ass. Andy is
That's how
not
I
to be
knew Andy.
trusted.
Andy didn't never want. Andy didn't never want no damn Robin. Andy didn't never want
Mm.
Robin. He was a good ride. He was a good ride because I was like, I just and then like even when I think about the time when he first appeared and he definitely had I felt his interest in her was purely sexual. And even with Robin, I'm sorry, when he was like, you are the most what he said, the most interesting, the most what he said at the end. I had to write that mug down. 'Cause I said, you are lying. The most incredible person I have ever met. I said, well, you haven't met a lot of people, Robin. If Andy is the most, and then it made me think about like me, like Andy has done nothing to you but ride you like a rodeo.
And
She
ask
has
for
done nothing
favors
to make you think that.
and ask to get her hoodlum ass friends out of jail.
And get your friends out of jail. She called you for Fatima. She called you for Zach. She called you for Marisa. She called you for Sabrina. Four of her friends that have been arrested. She calls you. You her Superman. She had a threesome with you. Y'all think y'all had sex one more time after that. That's it, baby. She's not incredible. The fact that you were used that many times is incredible. That's the incredible part this whole situation.
Oh my
But I'm like, baby,
word.
Andy never wanted you. Andy never, to me, even though it was toxic as hell and just horrible, Andy was always for Gary. It was never Robin. And I think this
Mm.
episode to me it just solidified that you were never the one. Y'all kiss you,
Mm.
hurt you every now and then, but be with you, no. Mm-mm.
So do you think that Robin has
Nope.
a point when he starts questioning and confronting the idea that she is like falling back into Gary's trap, basically?
I definitely believe that he has a point. I definitely believe that he has a point.
Mm.
I think that his questioning was more so for on a personal level than professional. Like this man has done all this stuff to you, and you telling me like I'm standing here watching the love that you have for him, the genuine concern that you have for him pour out. And even when she walked over to him, I think Robin tried to like grab her before she went over there. The fact that you went to Gary, you have compassion for this man, and then y'all did the which I ain't never seen the pinky promise and the kiss. I said, where the hell did this come from? You don't know who nobody is. You showed up to this part. You showed up ass out, talking about on an electric bike, and nobody called the damn police on this strange black man in this hospital bed. I said, baby, go to hell.
I'm not
Writers,
even gonna hold
go
you
to
though,
hell.
Allie. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know about Atlanta, but if I saw a black man with his bare ass out in a hospital gown riding a bike here in LA, it would be just another day. It would be just another
That's
day.
wild.
The way that some of the out unhoused people are out here,
Okay, okay, okay.
baby, I'm not gonna bother you, baby, because whatever you going through, you got it, honey. You got it. I don't want you to bring whatever that to
That's true
me.
too.
So I don't know
That's
what
another way
Atlanta
to look
got
at
going
it.
on, but here in LA, I have seen some things,
Mm.
and I kept driving because mm-mm, mm-mm.
That's true too. That's true too. That's true
But
too.
to the point, oh, people were in the live reactions like, "Oh, where's Allie?" Because Allie's the one who believes that he actually has amnesia. I think they wanted your opinion, or if your opinion is shifting, the more context we
No,
get.
I still
You
believe.
think he
I
got
still believe
amnesia?
that I do. And to me, tonight's episode really solidified that for me. The fact that this man went as far as being sedated when he was going back and forth with Hudson in the hospital room, like there's just certain things I don't think Gary would allow. I think Gary would have beat the hell out of those two men because he can, and beat the hell out of Hudson because I damn sure know he can. So I
Really?
don't
If they
think
got him
I
like
don't
that, they
believe
had his
Gary
like
has
arms
that
pinned
much.
down. Like he wasn't in the position where he could really prop himself up. He ain't the Hulk now, Allie. He ain't the Hulk.
He ain't the Hulk. He ain't the Hulk. But even in Andy's penthouse, he really could have beat Hudson ass.
Oh no, I'm saying so. I think that the sedation happened and it came at him real fast. I think he's still lying, and he didn't think that Hudson would go as far as sedating his ass.
Yeah, I really believe that Gary has amnesia. I really believe that. Now, do I believe it's going to be permanent? No, but I genuinely believe that he has it.
So how the hell he get to
So
Andy's
everybody who was
apartment?
asking, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know what part of his memory that's supposed. And then his sisters too. So who knows what the hell these
Right,
people gonna
right,
come up
right.
with? You know. So it's like I believe that for whatever reason, Andy is the that thought he had. Like this is my fiance. She loves me. I genuinely love her. This is I feel protected with her because I don't believe that Andy can protect him from not going to jail. Andy can't protect him for the things that he's done. Like you picked the worst person to try to have your back on anything. I don't know. I just believe that Gary has amnesia and how they now I'm interested to see if I'm right and how they going
Yeah.
if I'm wrong how it's gonna play out. But I definitely believe that he does have a temporary case of it.
This episode just
And I
further
can understand
solidified it
why
for
people
me.
don't believe he does.
Girl,
Yeah, I can
Cheeto
understand
with
why
that
people
little
believe he
look that
doesn't.
he gave to Rock, he was like, I said Cheeto.
He did.
There's certain moments where I'm just like, because why, if you don't know who this man is, why would that compel a shift in you, even for a moment? Like, to me, Gary displayed a couple moments that I feel like Fatima should be having with Karen if she still got beef with Karen and she's trying to hold it back. I felt like what I saw was moments seeing Gary hold back what he really thought because it doesn't go along with the narrative he's trying to get to stick.
And I can see that. And I also wonder too because in my mind, this is a man who, in his mind, Andy is my fiance. Who is this man? Why is he close to you? Why y'all,
Mm,
going to the back, like saying this thing because this is the person I'm gonna marry, and you tall, fine, and handsome. Who are you to her? Like I don't like. I kind of feel that way too. But I'm so
mm.
interested in seeing if Gary real. I'm more interested if the amnesia is real than who the hell stabbed him.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Like
Because you
I do
deserved
not
it,
care about who's
Gary. You
Gary.
deserved it. So nobody is crying over your stabbings, baby. I'm sorry. You deserved it. You made somebody lose a kid, sir. You tossed
Oh
a
Lord,
woman
yes.
off the top of a parking garage. I am never, there's certain things I'm just never letting go, y'all. And that's one of them. So if you caught a little knife to the chest, all's fair in
Little
fighting
stab,
demons.
stab.
A little stab.
Little stab, stab. Ain't never hurt nobody.
Demetri says, I believe Gary is lying
It's
about the
hilarious.
amnesia because, like Erica said, that look to the side he gave Robin, it was diabolical, baby. I said, oh,
It was diabolical.
Gary is in there and he got something for Robin's ass. Robin, you might want to quit while you ahead, honey. Andy don't want you. She down there at the law firm slapping you. You finna dodge a bullet because the moment she don't got no more interest in you, neither do Gary. Mm.
Hmm, that's a fact.
Um, at need them to rehabilitate Robin's character a little bit more. I totally get it. Like, you weren't here for Robin to begin with, or you didn't take him. You didn't take him and Andy serious. You said that you bought into like
Right.
the whole they just having fun, and I get that. Like, for him to be like you, it just around you and just so magnetic, and I've been fighting, and I want you to tell me not to fight it anymore. Okay, we get it. But like, how did you get here? When did you fall in love with her? Why are you in love with her? Because again, we know Andy. You actually do know enough about Andy. So like, what exactly is the connective tissue to these magnetic ass feelings that you have, where you can't stay away? I'm not saying you can't have them. I'm
Take
just saying I need more context and I need a rehabilitation. I need a transition story from Playboy having sex with whomever, wherever, however. So like I want to be a one woman man. And then what does that look like? Do you just want to be with Andy because you want to screw her? Do you want to have kids with her? Do you want to have a house? Do you want to start a new firm? Like what else, Robin? Because the whole oh my god, I'm just drawn to you. It's not gonna be enough. We ain't gonna be able to make it enough.
it ain't gonna make it. It's not enough for me. And I think even for me, the character of Robin, when he had the threesome or when he was introducing Andy to that aspect of himself, he just made it known that he is a man with an appetite,
Mm-hmm.
and he is not no one woman man. So what has Andy done for you, showed you, spoke to you that somehow has shifted the way that you view this woman? Because to me, there is nothing as far as the audience member watching Andy. There is nothing that Andy has done with a man that she's been connected to that makes me say, wow, I understand why he loves her so much. That's why I know Andy's head and cooch game got to be top tier because the other aspects of Andy, it ain't there. Like for me,
Yeah.
just a prime example, even with Karen and Aaron, I use them. If Aaron says like Karen, I'm in love with you, I feel this way about you, you are the most incredible person that I've met in my life. To me, I would be more apt to agree with him because I have seen Karen let him sleep on her lap after his wife did what she did. I have seen Karen speak life to him and talk about God. He was angry with God when this happened. He was like, you know, well, it must be for a reason. Like you shouldn't be angry with him. We watched those type of conversations happen with them. It hasn't been all about sex. It's been about, you know, where you want to go, how you going to get there. When we found out Aaron was a recovering alcoholic and she made sure she poured the drink out, like, you know, you're not going to do that on my watch. Like it's all we've seen the protectiveness from them both, so I would be more apt to believe that. With 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 Robin, I'm having a difficult time trusting what he's saying about how he feels about Andy because we just haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having a hard time connecting. Like I nigga, I just think you lying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna go with until you can prove me otherwise. Like I'm gonna just go with you lying, and you probably just want to have sex with her again because I don't see how you so in love.
It's so bad because it's like, what are you in love with? The pretty suits,
The sex, like what is
the
it?
body.
And I feel like you are the most incredible person. Like I get that, but what makes her incredible to you? And that's where to me the writers have this disconnect. They'll say these blanketed statements, but you don't go into detail as to why this man is in love with this person or why he believes Andy is an incredible individual. Because I don't believe Andy is an incredible individual on any level.
The fashion
And
tech.
I have
I like her style.
right.
Alex said, Erica, please.
But yeah,
Alex said she said what she said. She's not incredible. Period.
she's not incredible to me.
She
She
could.
can get there,
She could.
she can get
She
there,
could.
but she's not there. And this tonight just proved, like tonight, this show, this man told you he thought you were incredible. You this, you that. You done slapped the man and told him you wish his law firm burned to the ground. That's incredible.
You know what, Ellie? And thinking about that characterization, I was about to say, in the one character who is incredible, we don't actually get to hear her actually be called that. But I feel like Aaron has called Karen incredible once or twice. We're just not beat over the
He
head with
has.
it like we are with Fatima, like we are with Danny, like we are with Andy, which is such an interesting choice.
It is. And it's funny because like I love big up in black women and seeing black women get our props and be encouraged and uplifted. But when it comes to when I watch Danny and Fatima's character, it's like it's not even earned. I can see if Fatima was really busting her ass at that law firm, and Robin tells Hayden, we don't want to lose Fatima. She is a remarkable addition to our law firm. Then I would be like, yeah, you're right, because baby girl do X, Y, and Z. But baby girl don't do X, Y, and Z, and y'all give her props every to the point it's sickening to me
Mm-hmm.
because it's done every episode 2 or 3 times per episode. And it's like, y'all have got to be kidding me at this point. Like, it's no. Mm-mm, I'm sorry. Same thing with Tony. Oh, you're so wonderful and you're this. How? What makes you love Danny?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it. Like, that's the part that really gets me. Now, and as I'm talking about, I'm thinking of like Hannah and Max. And I think about their dynamic and how just the sarcasm and the joking, but underneath it, you knew that she genuinely loved him and he genuinely loved her. And she had these walls up and they slowly came down and we were able to see that journey. I believe that with these people, it's just like, oh yeah, well, he loves her because that's what he said. I can't give an example of like, why do you love this woman? What is she doing for you? How do y'all compliment each other? This woman talk about your kids like they're nothing. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Love. Every time Rich come around, he is saying something about Sabrina's body, something about her ass, something. It's like, dude. So all Sabrina is to you is ass and basketball.
And basketball just got here
That's all I got to go
2.5
off of.
seconds ago. Oh, well, L. Jones is losing it in the comment section, Allie. So I'm gonna pivot real quick to
What
discuss
happened?
Mr. Aaron Carter because L. Jones said that Aaron Carter is boring, baby. We don't have enough info on Aaron's character. Like, who is he really? Mm.
I think we have a lot of information on Aaron. I guess it just depends on what do you want to know as a viewer. Like that would be my question. Like, what is it you want to know as a viewer? Because what we do know about Aaron, we know that Aaron is an ex-Marine. We know that Aaron is doesn't have any biological children. It's going to be his first child with Karen. We know that he was married to Fawn for 15 years, and she had an affair on him with his best friend. We know that Fawn had children who Aaron adopted, who he still takes care of financially, but doesn't see them physically because of the situation with Fawn's mother. We know a lot of things. We know that Aaron is a recovering alcoholic. We do know that he used drugs back in the day. We know that Aaron is a multi millionaire. That money is no object. So there are things that we know about this man. My question is, L. Jones, what would you like to know more about the character, about who he is? We may never find out who that woman was who showed up at the salon. We may never ever find out why they called him John. Maybe it's his middle name. I don't know. We may never know those things, but for me, not knowing those things does not take away from who I have known Aaron to be. And if he's boring, give me that.
That's the only
I
thing I
will
wanted to
take that.
chime in on.
I will take that. And I don't know what's boring about him.
Because at
Like I
different
don't know
stages
what's
of
boring
your
about him.
life, specifically at various health levels of yourself mentally, when you're looking at romantic relationships, one person's boring is another person's peace, is another person's stability, is another person's grounding, is another person's alignment. Many of people's boring is actually what it looks like to find a healthy, well adjusted partner who can be in partnership with you and y'all can actually build and go somewhere. So maybe he is boring, but we like boring because the other ones that we got that's real
I love it.
exciting, like the Zachary Taylors, got us running around Atlanta like they damn mama, adopting additional kids because can't keep it in his pants. He ain't at work, but I'm at work. So if you want
Mm-mm.
electrifying, if you want passionate, if you want rah rah, if you want drama, you don't want boring, you can have that. But I don't want any of those things. No, I don't want to raise my fiance and or husband. I'm good. I want him come fully raised already. Thanks.
Oh, he says. He just pops in and out. How do we know if this info about him is actually true? I'm not sure what the rest of the your comment was. But we've seen Aaron at work, even though they only showed it once. We know that he does have a job that he has to dress up for. We know that Aaron has more than enough money because the episode when he got divorced and they were finalizing the paperwork, the amount of money that he was giving Fawn was ridiculous per month. He gave her a settlement, and he was giving her like $250,000 a month for her. I don't know, even remember how many kids there are in that she had before she got with him. But those things are fact checked. We know. We do know that Aaron is a recovering alcoholic. That is facts. We know that Aaron worked at a church where he was the facilitator of a men's group. We know that because that's how he met Gary. People were trying to say that, oh, him and Gary are friends. Gary ain't his damn friend. Gary just happened to be a man who was in his group who he was trying to help at the time. But I mean, I do understand where you're coming from. There may be certain things about him that you want, to know. No, he's not a priest, and I wish they never would have said when he was like, I'm a what he said, I'm a pastor or I'm a preacher. A preacher is not the same thing as a pastor. You could be a minister and be considered a preacher. I think most people were thinking that he was a pastor over a church. He's not a pastor over a church. He may be someone who speaks once a year. He just may be like a minister of something, but no, he's not a priest. He's not a pastor. He doesn't govern a church. He's simply a member who may be licensed or ordained as a minister. So that's what that is. And I wish they never would have used that terminology when they wrote that, but no, he's not a priest.
I
But I
think
do
it's
agree with the
also
popping in
very
and out.
weird
I
for
do want to see
you
more.
to. I mean, yeah, but that's what the writers are giving him, and I think it's something for the
Correct.
audience to take on in reference to accountability. Because if you don't know any of these things to be true, or you don't recall seeing any of those things and only being told those things, then that means that you don't pay attention when Aaron does actually come on the screen. So it wouldn't matter if they put him on the screen 2 times more, 4 times more, whatever, because you've already checked out of the character. All of this was shown to us, not just told. There's countless things that get said constantly, including with Zach. We're never shown. He's constantly being told to that as a great partner, great boyfriend, great dad. And we ain't seen that yet. But y'all running with it and you believe it. But Aaron's character, Aaron's backstory, you can't possibly believe it because you never saw it. No, you weren't looking for it. You don't pay attention to it. And I wouldn't be surprised if you don't like the Karen character, which is why you're not paying attention to her potential love interest. But then I just go back to my original point. He can be boring and healthy. Moving
Yeah.
on.
But thanks for the comment, though.
Yes, thanks. We are. Oh wait, Vaughn said something. I want to see what she said. Aaron took his time cultivating a friendship and a relationship with Karen. Seasons 1 through 3 of them building a foundation was thoughtful. He wanted to really get to know Karen, not just have relations with her, which also is
Yes.
showing who he was as a man versus being told, like all the other men, I'm a great man, but I'm rushing to bed with her. I'm a great man, but I think that she desperate for my blank ass sperm. I'm a great man, but I'm down here killing my brother.
Ooh, because everything that we see about Zach, I'm gonna say 95% of what we see about Zach's character shows us that he is not a good man.
At all.
That he's not a good man. Yet people will ride and root and holler for that Negro, and almost everything we're shown about him is not good. But it's Zach. I'm like, some people can't. Is that's not the Val. That's Zach.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Oh, you love Karen's character? Okay. Interesting. Yes, see,
That's the only
Allie
thing
spoke
that
to, Christina or whatever the hell her name is, being the only thing that we don't actually have clarity with Aaron's character. We probably never gonna get it quite, to be quite honest.
probably never gonna get it. Because the only thing we know about that situation is that that was a woman that he was dating around the same time that he was dating Karen, which I didn't have no issue with that because he wasn't committed to Karen. So he can date any woman that he wanted. So I didn't have a problem with that. It was just the name. And why was this woman following you around and showed up at Karen's salon? That was like the crazy thing for me. Like, oh, we can't be trusted. Girl, who are you? You sound like a woman who he stopped seeing and stopped spending time with, and you were in your feelings, and then you, for whatever reason, follow him. That's the vibe I was getting because he didn't disrespect her. He didn't do any of those things. So I'm like, yeah, I think he just cut it off, and you were not happy or ready for that. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
think.
Yep.
But yeah, they never really, went into
At
any more
all.
detail.
All right. So Andre Barnes. We talked about Robin. Her slapping Robin. We still ain't done with her because in
But can
addition,
we just talk about how she walked in that firm? Can we talk about that though? Andy walked in that firm like, "Hey, girl, yeah, I'm her. Yeah, oh, did you miss me? Yes." I said, baby, I knew then. I said somebody finna come here and bust this bubble wide open because it was the intro for me. It was the intro for me.
girl, but her even getting into the damn law firm, who is Big Burly? Who is Big Burly following her
Who
around
is
in the damn
dude?
garage?
Who is he?
Andrea, you
Who
just
is this
cannot be
man?
taken seriously, girl. Because even when you're being followed in the same garage, you almost got your muffin cap peeled back blue. Cause I remember when Jasmine was there and Fatima had to get her off your ass. Her and her two homegirls.
Oh, girl,
You
they're finna
still
whoop Andy's
nonchalant
ass.
and shenanigan and all up and through this there. You should have PTSD from this goddamn parking lot, but you just walking like Elle Woods all up and through. You hear something and you, oh no, I'm gonna affirm myself. I'm gonna start spouting affirmations. I'm not gonna break out into a sprint. I'm not gonna reach for my mace. I'm going to stand here and let whatever's running up behind me catch me. That didn't happen. But Andy, you're just so damn simple sometimes, girl. I can't. I
Honey,
can't. That's all I got for Andy.
it was the L Woods for me. That was hilarious. It was the L Woods for me. Yeah, that I said, first of all, and maybe I would have a bit more like, oh my God, if y'all didn't try this with Danny when we found out it was a nightmare. But y'all done did this before. Y'all done had somebody come behind somebody and, who
Mm-hmm.
cares? Y'all could have done something better, something different than that.
And
And
then,
then you mean to tell me this dude waited until she came out the law firm?
ooh,
He had nothing to do?
at all. I
Okay.
mean, well, Fatima ain't had nothing to do but stand there and call Andy repeatedly
Well,
for 3 hours in the
that's true.
lobby.
While standing in the lobby. Hmm.
Hell, Preston over on Zatima don't have nothing to do but post up in front of Zach's house and wait for his ass to come home. Maybe everybody ain't got shit to do, including big old burly wannabe hitmen, I suppose. A
I said,
mess.
Lord, not here we go.
I think that's it with Andy. I don't want to believe that she could potentially fall for Gary again, but she was offering up a little bit too much compassion up in that damn penthouse. It's like, girl, ain't no cameras here.
Way too much.
You could actually show this
Way
man
too
what it
much.
is and what it ain't. I don't give a damn about his amnesia. I don't give a damn about his condition. This man put you through hell, including you losing consciousness at his hands one time. Yeah, we're not running to him. Mm-mm.
Yeah. And it was the fact that I was waiting for her to pull a Helen from Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Oh, did you want something to eat? I'm gonna eat this favorite meal in your face. I mean, he still got strength or whatever, but it was just a mere fact that even if she did feed him, it was the narratives behind the food. I remember this was your favorite. Oh, so you still eating Gary's favorite? Strike one.
Strike one.
Remember, you used
You
to eat
didn't
this.
run your
Oh,
ass to
strike
the
one.
other side of that counter. Strike two.
That was a strike two for me. Strike three came when Gary and Hudson showed up, and you ran over to comfort Gary. I said, "Oh, hmm. Baby, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Andy rolled that ride again. I tell you that.
Oh Lord.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole again, but I don't know if we all the way off of it.
I don't know either, friend. You might be
I,
right.
I, I don't know.
You might actually be right with that one. Lord have mercy on my
Oh
spirits.
no. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that's it for Andrea. Who's left? Danielle and her heart attack. Did we talk about her?
Okay. We did. Something about
Oh,
her.
okay. What do you guys think Hudson is up to? I'm so curious to know who he's on the phone with. Convinced Hudson is the ops. Hudson is very tricky. Cause
He
yeah,
is
who
very
are you
tricky.
talking to, sir? What's the
And
problem?
why y'all might have a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hudson can
And
actually
the
stay
thing
a
about
while. This is
Gary,
an interesting twist. He can stay a while.
that was very interesting. It was very, because I'm like, Gary just has so many enemies.
Mm-hmm.
You've stolen from so many people. You've hurt so many people. There is no telling.
You know what I just thought
Now,
of literally
Hayden,
just now?
what's that?
What if it's Miss Marie?
It could be. And I wouldn't be surprised because it was what episode they made a statement that was when Fatima had came home and was telling Zach about how Gary had played over Miss Marie and her friends. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, not y'all finna act like Miss Marie is a suspect, but possibly. She got the funds to do it.
Mm-hmm.
She would know Hudson. She would know.
And I'm wondering because at this point it's like Hudson, you still at his bedside. So if you're not his lover, then what's keeping you here? Because the checks ain't clearing, baby. But Miss Marie's would be.
Mm-hmm.
TJ, you like tonight's episode? I'm glad you enjoyed it, darling. They gave you 2 hours.
Didn't they?
Oh, Sierra says Hudson is in it with Robin. You just want some excitement.
Possibility. They need to do something. They done dragged it out so much. Like
Mm-hmm.
it got to be like something that's gonna make us go, what? Even if it's somebody that we've already talked about who we think may be a suspect or a possibility. I want to have one of the moments. I'm like, well, I be damn. They did it. I want that. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it, but
Yeah.
that's what I would want. Because I think Hudson would know Jasmine as well.
Mm-hmm. Baby, when
I
Hudson
don't want to. I
said
don't
you
want to
didn't
count
have
Jasmine
about
out
4 or 5 fiancés, it's not real. I hollered. Hudson,
there. Baby, that thing
please.
was so funny. He said it's not real.
It's not real. You you didn't have about 4 or 5 fiancés. It's not real. Cut it out. Hudson was not playing with that man.
He was not playing. He was not playing. Hudson has had enough. Hudson has had a damn enough. But that thing was funny.
And
That thing was
Hudson,
funny.
he do not let up. He do not let up at all. He is on Andy's ass at every turn. Okay. Kudos to
Every
him.
last one of
You
them.
can stay, sir. You can stay. It's fine. You can stay. Mm. Hudson and his wet hair pisses me off.
Me too. I talk about it every live. Just I'm like, why is his hair like? Why he look
He looks
thick?
greasy.
He just ugh.
Oh my. Is that everything? Did we touch on everything for these 2 hours of our
We
lives?
left out. We left out one thing, sis.
What?
Hayden showing up to that damn hospital.
Oh, brother.
I- Why you grab that damn pillow like that? You deserve to die. And you gonna suffocate him right here in the ICU. Go to hell.
You first of all, you go home. You leave work early, but then we come to find out it's 7 p.m. You leave work early to go home and sleep with Tamara just so that you can get her to tell her it's yours for whatever that's supposed to do in your head. Because Carrie still got you picked up, only to then get dressed and go to
Mhm.
try to smother that man. Hayden, please, you really need either pick a struggle, my brother. You either be about this anti-blackness and deal with all that comes with that, or actually be about this menacing. I want to take this man's life, because you cannot fight battles on every front, bro. You're picking fights every damn way. You want to fight Zach. You want to fight Fatima. You want to smother Gary. You want to hate women. Like, nigga, pick one. Pick
one. Pick one. I laughed so hard when he grabbed that pillow and proceeded to put it over Gary's face. I said, "Now, Hayden, you clearly just walked in and went straight to his room. People know you in there. You just gonna suffocate the man." I said, "Baby, go home.
Go home.
Just go back home, honey. This ain't you. Just go back home." But I will give it up for Chris Warren, because I said, "Baby, he is a little thicky. When they them little black shorts that they be wearing, when he got up off that couch, I said, that's what we doing." He looked really good. I just want to give Chris Warren his props. People don't like to give him his props, so they can't stand Hayden. Damn Hayden. Chris, you look good. I
Damn
just want to give
Hayden.
you that, sir. Yeah, damn Hayden. You look good.
He does. We will give you that, friend. He does. He be giving fine.
Yeah.
He just raggedy.
He just raggedy as hell. Raggedy as hell.
Because why was you going so goddamn hard? Why was you going so damn hard in that damn waiting room? Like, I just don't understand it.
He was. He was going hard.
Hayden really did
He
grab that
was.
pillow, Ellie.
He really did.
You
You deserve to die.
You deserve
I'm like, baby, you are really hurt that Tamira had sex with this man.
it. But then still
And then the fact
smashing
that you
her.
call, and yes,
I
you
just
didn't want
want
to
Hayden
put
to pick
your
a
with
struggle.
Gary as men. I'm like, were you just kissing Tamira? You don't think she sucked Gary penis? She did. You were kissing in the mouth, or you not child by?
Bye. Please. Goodbye.
Oh, Sierra said, "Oop, I seen the two alley girl, Sierra. Okay, honey. Mm,
Hayden is a
mm-mm.
fool. Didn't think he had it in him. So goofy. He still don't got it in him, because he ain't going to be able to go through with it. He ain't about that life.
He ain't.
He wish he was about that life
He
so
ain't.
bad, but he not. Anything else, Ellie?
Um,
I just dropped the link to the Discord. If y'all want to call in and share your thoughts really quickly as we get ready to wrap up, you can do so.
I got to give this. I literally laughed out loud. It hit me when Pam told Fatima, "You look like you got a CO appeal."
You look like you on
I
probation.
said, "Baby, you look like you got a probation." I
She.
said, "Wait a minute."
I know that you okay because you about to drop the babies, but you look like you got a probation. Pam, please.
Pam, stop.
She was also getting with Hayden. I can't remember the little smart quips that she was making, but it was hilarious. When he
It
started talking
was
that noise, she was like,
them two,
"Oh,
them two in the scene. Yes, yes,
oh my goodness."
yes. Pam would give Peyton a run for his money. Mm-hmm.
I mean, so that came up in my live reactions. People were talking about how anti-black Hayden is. Do we think that they are ever going to go get to a place where they're going to try to have him come out of that?
I guess the thing that interests me so much is that he's so quick to call a black woman nappy and crunchy and ghetto and all these words, but yet the woman that you're choosing to be with, is interesting. And then I don't understand. I know we can assume, or we think we may know like what um Hayden may have experienced, because he does make me think about those men who black women probably didn't pay attention to growing up,
Yep.
and didn't really give him any place. So he has this hatred or this strong dislike or this strong disdain, but he still wants to be accepted.
Mm-hmm.
But yet you spewing this out. So either they need to either tell us where this originated from, or they need to tone it down because at this point it's team too much. Like the way
Mm-hmm.
Hayden goes off on black women, it is team too much. Yet you screwing one.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It is interesting, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
don't like it.
All right. Y'all, anything else? Anything else we didn't touch on that you wanted to get into? I have not really paid attention to like the little preview, y'all, so I can't even go into predictions other than Karen going into labor
I haven't
potentially.
either.
So I
I
don't
haven't
know. I
either.
heard there's a trailer out. People are speculating on. I haven't seen that, but I will post videos for it. We only got like a little week break. I'm working on getting new videos every single day for y'all, so I'll have what I think in those. Um, Tamara needed to go ahead and show her true side. I think she is showing her true side, and it's our best side. She leading
Mm-hmm.
with sex. She being the hoe that she know. Um, Hayden just has a low man complex, jealousy, hearted. Okay, okay. Y'all, I thank y'all for joining us for countless hours at this point because it was 2 hours with me doing live reactions and then now another 2 hours for this live. So, y'all, some real ones. I know it's super late on the East Coast. Shout out to Allie for joining us this late. I
Yeah,
appreciate you,
baby.
Queen.
I told Erica, y'all, I'm on vacation for until the second, the January 2nd. I'm gonna enjoy it. So now I can get my videos out a little bit more. I did like the sneak peeks. I
Mm-hmm.
released those before tonight episode aired. And I think with Sistas and because the show doesn't interest me like that anymore, I'm going to go back to doing something I used to do called Sister Talk, where I pick
Mm-hmm.
questions that people have sent me and I make videos from their questions. And so one I'm working on, I think it's going to be so good. Um, Someone wanted me to compare Danny's relationship with Preston and her relationship with Tony. Which
Mm-hmm.
one do I believe that was most beneficial for her? And I was like, I haven't really thought about Preston in a minute. But I think some people are gonna be surprised about how I felt that relationship was just it was just like I didn't really feel connected to it. I think Danny has more of a connection with Tony than she ever had with Preston.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think she would be willing to fight for Tony. Preston, I don't think she wasn't finna fight for him.
I think there's a certain level of when you're a woman who has gotten used to not being desired because you happen to desire the men who don't desire you, and then deciding to allow yourself to kind of be chased and caught so that you can feel something that you're not used to feeling, that creates something, I think, in your brain, especially if you choose to like get in a relationship or sustain something with that person, where the thing is more so built on the ego stroke or maybe the wound healing that came from the wound of like not being desired. And I feel like it's a little bit more of that. Like Preston actually wanted her, and prior to him wanting her, we only saw her talk about men that did not want her, that she desperately wanted to maintain connection with and continue to offer her body for. And to me, she just continued every turn to show that she wasn't really interested in him because one, his whiteness was a big thing, and she could not figure out a way to concede for various things to be able to meld their lives together. Meanwhile, you're fighting to keep your lifestyle, the way that you do things, the way that you see things, but you also don't have really much of anything, so it's not even too much for you to ask to like try new things because girl, you ain't doing nothing now. That tell you right there. So I think that would be a very interesting video. I can't wait to see you explore that.
Yeah. Journey with Cece asked a question. She said, "Why do you all think Danny had the panic attack?" I didn't think about why she had it. I do know at times these things come about unsuspectingly. They happen. But I think with Danny, I think Danny is in a place where she's coming to realize that the things that Krisha was telling her about herself is actually accurate.
Hmm.
And I think over being consumed and overwhelmed with this is who I am. And I don't think Danny was ready for that because Danny, you cook this meal, you about to get intimate with your man. The first thing you think about is, am I using sex as a vice? Like Krisha said. Okay, so let's not do that. But initially it started with the sparkling cider, whatever it was. I don't want us to be lit tonight. So making those little changes and coming to find out that, damn, it might be as bad as, not that I think Creisha's trying to make her feel bad, but it might be as extreme as Creisha was explaining to me. And now I'm having a moment to recognize that she's right. So that could possibly be it. I don't know, but that's just what I would throw out there.
And to add on or just offer a different, additional, not even different, additional thing is like there's something to be said about we don't know if she hasn't hit the vape all day, if she hasn't had a drink all day. And there's something to be said about when you're actually addicted to substances. It don't have to be narcotics. Like you could be an alcoholic and your body can go into shock if it's used to having a drink every day at this time and this time and this time and you don't have it anymore. Your body gonna have a reaction. The same thing could happen with vaping because like vaping is supposedly like smoking 20 or so cigarettes all at once because it's so damn intense like it could be the energy, the anxiety of getting excited in this moment and being frustrated and all of what Allie said on top of the fact that she physically is robbing herself of what typically numbs whatever else is going on. So now she just has to feel her actual natural body's reaction to all the stress that she has put it under?
Yeah.
That's a great question. No, we don't care
Yeah, that was a great
about Danny, but we do care about strong story. And asking why will always be something that's just like a really great thing for the
question.
conversation. And it takes y'all asking why because we don't care about enough to start to think about it until it becomes like, okay, y'all want to talk about it, then we'll stop and think. So it's no
Yeah.
shade of you asking us
Yeah.
the why. Like, okay, me and Ellie, like, all right, let's think about it for why. We just wouldn't be called to do it immediately because we don't care, but we could do it for any of the
Yeah.
characters, right? Like, I think
Yeah.
about Andy. Why is she so comfortable standing up to Robin, but she could not stand up to Penelope? She can't stand up really to Gary. You know,
hmm
why is always such a really great question.
It's a really great question. And why is she such a pick me? Like, I think about like, the videos with Sister Talk. I love those so much because people ask me questions that I don't think about
Mm-hmm.
because I have like this interested in this show now because of what it has become. So there are things I do not even think about anymore. So when they ask those questions, I'm like, damn, like let me really think about that. And even those videos that I produce, like for that, the tone is very different than when I do my reviews. The reviews are comical. I put like some little funny clips in there. But with those videos, I tend to have more of like a really a self-reflecting moment as to like really why are these characters doing the things that they're doing. Those super talk videos really are the why. Those they're definitely the why these things are. Why I feel this way. Why I think she does this. Even with Andy, like Andy pisses me off, but one of the main reasons why I feel that Andy is a pick me is because Andy lost her father at an early age.
Mm.
So you never really got that love, or you grew up with that love, and you once knew what that felt like. But now your dad is gone, and you're left with your mom, who is working multiple jobs to make sure that you have what you need, and even the thing, and even more of what you want. And even with that, I think that Andy's mom, even though we have not ever seen her mom, the little mentions that she's made, Andy's mom don't know her daughter is the way that she is. In her mind, Andy is a princess. Andy is perfect. Andy is this. Because I'm like, you showered her and you did the most because a parent was missing. And you tried
Mm-hmm.
to overcompensate, what was missing in her life. So please, yeah, I know we go off on these people, but y'all can definitely ask us why. Because it definitely made me think a little deeper than what's just being shown to us on the screen. Because they do solidly, Tyler did a great job by giving them background stories. He just doesn't ever explore them. And we know a lot, even though it's not a whole lot, we know enough about these characters that can make them more rounded and more
Mm-hmm.
fuller characters because it's there. He just never, he never explores it.
Yep. It's so funny. I started thinking about all the little whys now, but I don't want this to extend too far.
Mm-hmm.
What I
Yeah.
will say though
You
is
see, I'm like thinking all this stuff too.
I am working on a pilot episode, y'all, for Karen and Aaron. I am writing a spec slash pilot of what I would do if they got greenlit for their own show. And maybe I was a writer for it, or like hired into the writers firm. So be on the lookout for that. You can subscribe to my personal channel. I'll be writing it over there because I talk about screenwriting actually over there. And I'm actually going to do some content where either it's going to be lives or videos where I do go through the process of like actually writing the episodes out. And then I'm going to put up a post and I'm going to be looking for people to do voice acting because I want to actually like produce the audio for it. So be on the lookout for that. If you are a Karen and Aaron fan, if you like their relationship, we talked about this a few lives ago, maybe last live, and I'm like, yeah, I'm actually going to do it. I've already started, and I'm really, really excited.
That's good. I'm excited too. I'm excited. That's gonna be good.
I'm gonna put my personal channel in the chat so that y'all can find it if you care to. I also am doing an All American spec over there too. So it's just
I wanted
youtube.com
to
slash
ask.
Erica Vane with no TV. That is my personal channel. And y'all can check it out. I am going to be doing the All American spec. I started working on that too. But the Karen one, Karen and Aaron is a little bit further ahead of it because I'm like excited about them right now. What you said you wanted to
I
ask
wanted
me?
to ask about All American because I saw like some of the new characters.
Mm-hmm.
Have you decided if you're gonna watch it
No.
or talk about it?
Nope.
You're not gonna watch it.
I haven't
Okay.
decided.
I was. Oh, you haven't
I
decided.
haven't
Okay.
decided. And Zinga sent me something about some of the characters. I haven't read everything, but I haven't committed to not watching it, but I also haven't committed to watching it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It feels like they're about to
I
try to do
see.
a whole complete reset, and it's just like, do I want to trust y'all to
That's
get
what.
on
Yeah.
board? I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I said.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Our Sistas Keeper. It has been real. Y'all are so dope. Um, be on the lookout for Allie's Sister Talk on her channel. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't at Allie Nick Official. We'll be back with Our Sistas Keeper in January because we got a little bit of a break. What is it?
Yeah.
January 2nd, Allie?
January 1st.
January 1st. The new Sisters
Yeah.
episode premieres. It will be episode 12. Not much of a break, but a little bit of a break. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all will still get content from us. I will have my All the Queens Men breakdown up tomorrow. We'll have the breakdowns up for this video tomorrow. I also have additional. I've been posting more subject videos talking about various plot points and all the dang on shows. So there's a ton of content still coming to my channel throughout the end of the new year. So keep it locked, keep watching, post comments, y'all. Comment and like any of the videos that y'all come across. It really helps us out a ton. We really, really appreciate the engagement. And I will see you in the next one.
Good night, y'all. Oh yeah. Merry Christmas.
Oh, because
Happy New Year. I
we
forgot
won't
we
see
ain't
them.
gonna say y'all.
We won't see
Yeah, I forgot
them.
we ain't gonna say y'all.
I mean, I
Oh
still
yeah.
go
All
live every
that.
single day on my personal channel. So if y'all looking for me, I'm over there.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed
Yeah.
to be going live through the rest of the year. But yeah, Happy New Year. Happy Kwanzaa. Yeah.
All that. Yes.
Merry Christmas. Y'all
Feliz
enjoy.
Navidad for those who speak Spanish. All that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. And thank y'all for rocking with us for our Sisters Keeper for 2024.
Period.
Appreciate you.
Holding it down. And we still here, friend. Love that for
Still
us.
here.
Happy holidays. See y'all.
Thank y'all.